Today's video is going to be about the ad set. So we tell Meta where and what and who. So we're talking about the ad set. Yesterday we talked about how to set up the campaign, and today we're going to be talking about how to do the actual ad set in Facebook Ads Manager. So we've built the campaign, now we're inside the ad set. If the campaign tells Meta where to, what we want, the ad set tells Meta who we're looking for and where we're going to be looking for them, basically. So first things first, you need to name your ad set, but don't just call it ad set 1. Give it an actual name that tells it, what's inside the actual ad set. Like, I like to say something about an offer, a stage, an audience, just something like that. That what's going to be actually inside it. So you can have like 20% off offer, for fat loss, or whatever it is that you've got there. You've mentioned it like that so that you know exactly what it is, so that you can come back to it. So that is what you call it. So you name it first of all. So we're naming it. And the next thing is, what's the next thing? Yeah, the next thing is conversion location. So for this setup, we're just going to go for, we're sending people to our funnel, which is, a website basically. So remember, don't accidentally choose, so you've got so location, and we're going to be going for website, because that's where I want everybody to go to. I want everybody to go to my my website here, nasatar.com, to have a look and buy my ad ready system. So that's my goal here. So you get that. You also get one that says the same thing plus call. Now, if you click on that one, later on down the line, Meta will ask you for a number, simply because you've put that in as well. So don't be, unless you actually want your telephone number on the ad, don't go for that one. You just go for the website one. Unless you actually really want your number on it, which I don't really recommend unless you've got another phone or something like that, strictly for business. But for us, it was just straight to website, and then that's the next step here. My notes. So this is really important, remember, because Meta needs to know, what a good result looks like. For example, we're selling, my ad system here, so it needs to know that, that's what you're looking to do. We want people to purchase. We're looking for people to buy, we're not looking for clicks or engagement or anything like that. So we're telling people to buy. What's next? Okay, so we've got that. So, and the reason why we're doing that is because behind all of this is what we have: tracking. Now that is, if you've got your pixel set up, so that's Metapixel. If you've got that set up, that will pick up all the people that have came to your website, and that's what we use for basically tracking and then retargeting, which is another video. But that's basically the ad set situation there. So that's how Meta can decide who's been on your website, who's clicked on it, who's filled in a form, who's bought something, and who just abandoned cart. So that's what that is, and Meta calls that the data set, or the data set, or whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from. So, but don't let the name worry you. It's just really something that what happens between your ads and your website. So the next thing is budget. So remember, we actually set up. The next thing is, it'll come down to budget, but we're not going to fill that in because we've already filled the budget in at the campaign level, if you remember, because we wanted Meta to decide, Facebook to decide where they're going to spend the money on, because we're only going to have one ad set, so we don't have to do all that. Keep it nice and simple. The budget is set on the campaign level, and then the Meta decides who is going to put that money towards which ad it is, which will go in the next video. So that's that. So basically we're just letting Meta control the budget if we put it into campaign level. That is it. So what else is there? Notes here. Yep. The next thing is location. Location. Who you want to show your ads to. Remember when I was doing these auditing the ads and everything, people were just showing it all over the place. If you're a local builder in for example, Luton, I was seeing ads up here in Scotland, so that's not what you want. You want to sort of narrow it down a little bit, depending on what you want. I mean, my product, the ad ready system is for everybody. It's the whole of the UK, the whole of the world. So I've just left it open and let Meta do all the work. But if you've got something that's specific for your area, you want to narrow it into your location, so that's quite important as well. And the next thing after that is, I'll ask you, or you'll find it, is the age. Now, depending on what you're doing and who you're targeting, you want to narrow in on that as well. Again, I've left mine kind of open. No, in fact, I think I've put in age 25 and above, because I want to get serious people into the program, and I feel that 25-year-olds and above will be interested in learning how to do ads for themselves or other people. So, yep. So age. So I've got mine from 25 plus. 25 plus, you can set it whatever it is that you want to do, and that tells Meta roughly who we're looking for. So it's country, location, which is in that as well, age, and that keeps the audience. I've kept my audience broad basically. So because I'm testing the offer, I want to test everything what it wants to do, and I'm not lumping in 27 interests, and I'm not putting in 14 different audiences simply for that reason. I want to go broad, and then I'll come narrow in afterwards and see who's going where and what's happening. That's why you've got to spend a bit of money to find your audience. So you'll see another option there saying new customers versus all audiences. So that's new customers. Versus all audiences. Just takes a bit of playing about with. Don't be scared to click buttons and stuff like that. I've seen people paralysed for weeks that they don't decide what they want to do, and then nervous if they don't decide, they don't do it. So what that basically means is, if you've already got a database of folk and you've got a big huge list, you can use audiences. But because I don't have that, for example, I'm starting from zero, so we don't have a big customer list. We don't have a file of people that we can use for a lookalike audience or anything. I'm keeping it simple, and I'm just going for new customers, and I'm just letting Meta find the people most likely to respond to the offer, and that's really the ad set. So really simple. That's where the conversions happen, and that's it. So next one we're going to be talking about is our ads. But if you're so ads are obviously who actually sees your advert and stuff like that. So remember, if you're already running ads and you want me to have a quick look at your ads, or you want an audit, all you have to do is click the link below, or you can just go into nasatar.com/card and you can apply in there. Or if you just want to have a look at my my ad system, just go to nasatar.com, and remember, one system changes everything, and I'll see you in the next one.